Look at me when I'm about to tell you this. This $85 million Sunny Isles beach house is on the market now because the owners want to reassign it. If I'm spending $85 million, I'm not going to be in a building. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be in my own estate, maybe 2 acres on the water with other beautiful houses around me, but I have my own land, right? I don't have to abide by condo laws and all this stuff that comes with living in condos that, most of these articles don't mention to you, right? Don't get me wrong. There's an incredible amount of service and the level of detail that Acqualina brings just in general. They're on the ropes with this listing. Take a look at this article by Wall Street Journal. Look at some of the renderings here. It's just like, this stuff is what gets me pumped up, because when I see designs like this and I see gorgeous renderings like this, I can put myself there. And what I could tell you is that this is next level. This is next level. Look at this living area. Absolutely incredible. You can just tell the level of detail. The closet here is to die for. The idea behind the closet was really as a getaway. Apparently going to be completed in June. It's 3 stories and there's gonna be a spiral staircase that connects all 3 floors. The furniture alone was $6 million according to them. Can you imagine? $6 million. That's not even, what you could do with $6 million in Miami? You can buy an incredible condo on the beach. You have people spending that kind of money on furniture. Like, that should make you expand your thinking. I'm saying here the 3-story unit has a private backyard and an outdoor pool. It also comes with an adjacent 3,100 square feet guest apartment and an oceanfront cabana. So if the $12,000 wasn't enough, you have your own oceanfront cabana. So when you go to the beach, you're in privacy too. I love this. So let's take a little further look down here in the article. So the unit has a dining room, study, office, and several large family rooms with fireplaces. And the construction on the unit will be completed in June. So a little bit about the building. They have amenities such as 5-star restaurants. They actually opened up Avra, which is a really popular restaurant in New York. They have an ice skating rink, bowling, a 30-seat theater, a Formula One simulator, and a Rolls Royce for the residents to use. Can you imagine? You just call, I need to go somewhere. Rolls Royce comes up and drops you off where you need to go, and that's it. Hair removal mogul, which they own the European wax centers. They're trying to break the record with an $85 million listing, which was previously set by Ken Griffin, the billionaire at Acqualina House in 2015, where he paid $60 million for that. So this $85 million beach house is not only 12,000 square feet, but here it's saying that it's going to be 7 bedrooms and 9.5 bathrooms with some of the most exclusive finishes that you can even think of. Not to mention that they worked on this design for years with a California-based interior designer. Now, the reason that they're trying to sell is that they moved to Fisher Island during the pandemic era. And they realized that in Fisher Island, it's a different lifestyle from being on the beach with everyone else. If you guys don't know Fisher Island, the only way to get to Fisher Island is through a ferry. And you have to be vetted by someone that lives there. If not, you won't get on the boat. So the reason why they even got this unit to begin with is because they didn't want to say hi to a doorman. They didn't want to have to walk through a lobby and see people. And you could tell that these are very private people. And usually at this price range, most of those people don't want to say hi to anyone. They just want to be able to enjoy that condo lifestyle without having everything else that comes with it. What I personally love about this beach house is that you're not too high up, so you can kind of enjoy those views of the palm trees on the ground floor, the sand on the beach. When you're so high, all you see is blue. So there is a market for these kinds of properties where you are on a lower level and you don't have to deal with, the elevator with someone else, whatever. Now that we have so many wealthy people looking at this market seriously with their money, I see this selling probably under 80 if anything, but probably more than 70. Now apparently they're not the only buyers at estates at Acqualina that are trying to reassign a contract. If you see here in the article, you have somebody trying to reassign a penthouse for $45 million because they didn't want to pull their kids out of school in New York. But it's crazy how people can feel emotionally at one moment to go and buy something like this and get into contract for something like that, and then all of a sudden when you get closer, they get cold feet. And this happens at every part of the food chain. When it comes to money, it can happen to the people that make $100,000 a year, or it can happen to people that make $100 million a year. People are shifting and renegotiating their commitment, especially in real estate, when it comes time to actually execute on that contract. So it's kind of interesting to see that as beautiful as this building is going to be, you still have people saying, I don't know, it's Sunny Isles. Sunny Isles is like away from Miami, like you have to drive everywhere or whatnot. So it's going to be interesting to see how long this stays on the market and if it even goes past its completion date, which is in June of 2023. This is a big chunk of money. I'm thinking for somebody to spend $85 million on a beach house, it's really got to be perfect. And not to mention that you can't even walk through it until it's done. So I really do see this selling after it's completed and maybe towards the end of 2023, because this is a big chunk of change to not even have your own land. You're basically in a building. So that's a lot for somebody like that that's ready to spend $85 million to have to swallow that reality. If you guys want to get some more information on Acqualina, highly suggest that you guys Google them and look into the Acqualina Resort, which has been around for quite some time now. And you'll see that when you're paying $1,500 a night, or maybe even more than that, $2,500 a night, like the service is perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be doing more videos on this, on properties that just really catch my attention. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, my friends, I will see you in the next video. Take care.